All right, let's dive right in. We're talking about a night that felt, well, absolutely electric. Just picture this. May 29th, 2025. We're under the lights, Maharaja Yadavindra Singh International Cricket Stadium in Mullanpur. And the air was just thick, you know? That kind of tension you only get in a playoff match.
Absolutely. Stakes couldn't be higher.
Exactly. The prize, a direct ticket to the IPL final. We really got into the details of this one, a match that wasn't just, like, played out. It felt almost pre-decided by the end.
It certainly had that feel. This wasn't just any game. This was Qualifier 1. You had Royal Challengers Bengaluru, RCB squaring off against Punjab Kings, PBKS, everything on the line.
What we really wanted to do here is understand the pulse of that night.
Yeah.
You know, not just the final score, but those moments, the key turning points.
The performances that stood out.
Yes, the performances that grabbed you and what this huge result means for both teams, you know, looking ahead. It's about capturing that mix of drama, strategy, and honestly, that sheer unpredictability that makes the IPL so captivating.
And it really all kicked off with the coin toss, didn't it?
It did. Rajat Patidar, RCB's captain, wins the toss.
Right.
He takes a look at that pitch hard. Bit of grass, looked like it would offer pace and bounce.
Right.
And he makes a pretty bold call. Decides to bowl first. Now, this wasn't just a whim. This felt like a calculated read of the conditions.
A strategic gamble, banking on his bowlers to exploit that early life in the pitch. You have to respect that, making that call under playoff pressure.
Yeah. And choosing to bowl first in a match like this, it says a lot about his confidence in the bowling unit, doesn't it? And how they thought the pitch would behave.
Definitely. Apparently, Shreyas Iyer, the PBKS captain, even mentioned he might have bowled first too. But he was ready for his team to electrify with the bat. That didn't quite pan out, though.
Not even close. Sent in to bat. PBKS just seemed under the pump from ball one, their innings. Well, it's sort of unraveled, especially in that power play.
Those first 6 overs, yeah. Crucial period.
Usually where teams look to fly out of the blocks, for PBKS it was just survival mode.
Right.
And they didn't survive well.
By the end of those 6 overs, PBKS were just staring down the barrel at 35 for 4. That's a massive collapse right at the start, losing 4 key guys before the field even spread.
It started really early, too. Yash Dayal got Priyansh Arya in the second over. Then you had the veteran Bhuvneshwar Kumar just outfoxing Prabhsimran Singh. Prabhsimran charged down, tried to be aggressive.
Yeah, classic Prabhsimran move.
But just edged it behind to the keeper. Simple as that.
And then the big one, Josh Hazelwood's return. Instantly impactful. He'd just come back into the side.
Wasted no time.
Absolutely none. Gets Josh Inglis, top edge pull straight to the fielder at long leg, and then almost immediately, bang, gets the PBKS captain, Shreyas Iyer.
Wow. Just like that. The heart of the top order, gone.
4 down. Pure chaos for PBKS at that point. Marcus Stoinis, he tried to fight back a bit.
Yeah, he swung hard, managed a quick 26 off 17, I think. Hit one pretty big 6 that gave them a tiny flicker of hope.
A very brief flicker. Because then came the moment that really, really slammed the door shut. Suyash Sharma.
Ah, the young leg spinner.
Brought into the attack. And in just 2 overs. Devastating. 3 wickets for only 17 runs.
And the massive wicket in that spell was Stoinis himself, wasn't it? Bowled him with a beauty.
Oh, absolutely. It looked like one thing spun the other way. The googly.
Yeah, for anyone maybe less familiar, it's leg spinner's trick ball, right?
Yeah.
Comes out looking like a standard leg break, but spins back into the right-hander.
Or away from the lefty, and Suyash's was just perfectly executed. Drifted in, spun back sharply, went right through Stoinis. Game-changing moment.
His spell was just, yeah, pivotal. It completely shredded any hope PBKS had of posting a decent score.
And before you knew it, 14.1 overs bowled, and PBKS were all out for just 101.
Oof. Their lowest total of the entire season. And honestly, watching it, the batting just looked chaotic, almost panic. Shot selection wasn't great under pressure.
Definitely disjointed, but you have to give massive credit to RCB's bowlers.
Oh, absolutely. It wasn't just one guy. It felt like a collective, disciplined, incisive performance. They used that pace and balance Patidar banked on perfectly.
The figures tell the story, don't they? Hazelwood, back from injury, 3 for 21. Set the tone.
Brilliant return.
Suyash Sharma, the X Factor, 3 for 17 in just 2 overs.
Incredible impact.
Yash Dayal chipped in effectively, 2 for 26. And Bhuvi was tight, economical, 1 for 17.
So between those 4, they shared 8 wickets. That just shows you the strength, the balance of that attack when they execute a plan like that.
They kept it tight, bold, great lines, used the conditions. The pressure just built and built.
Right. So the target is 102. On paper, Maybe looks like a walk in the park, especially in the IPL.
But playoff pressure does funny things,
Yeah.
Even small totals can feel tricky.
And for maybe like 5 minutes, there was a slight question mark, wasn't there? Kyle Jamieson, the PBKS quick, he got an early one.
Yeah, the big fish. Virat Kohli.
Kohli gone for 12, needed a review, but the edge was there, caught by Iyer.
Hmm.
And seeing Kohli walk back, I mean, the guy's had a phenomenal season, over 600 runs.
Sensational form.
Yeah, seeing him go early definitely just added a little bit of, okay, tension.
What then? Phil Salt walked out.
And he didn't just walk, did he? He basically sprinted to the crease and sprinted through the chase.
He was in an absolute tearing hurry. Just went after it. Forged that quick 50-run stand with Mayank Agarwal. Salt's innings was just pure, calculated aggression. It just snuffed out any lingering PBKS hope.
56 runs off 27 balls. That's blistering pace.
6 4s, 3 6s in there, too. His strike rate was insane.
Yeah, let's explain strike rate quickly. It's how many runs you score per 100 balls faced. Salt's was over 207.
Scoring more than 2 runs a ball on average, that kind of hitting just takes the game away from the opposition completely. No time to build pressure back up.
Mayank Agarwal played his part well, too. Kept it ticking over with a brisk 19. He got out eventually. Gave debutant Mushir Khan his first IPL wicket, which is a nice moment for the youngster.
Yeah, good for him. But the result wasn't in doubt by then.
Not at all. And then the captain, Rajat Patidar, came in and just sealed it. Whacked a 6 and a 4 off Mushir Khan. Job done.
RCB reached 106 for 2 in exactly 10 overs. Comfortable win, yes.
Yeah,
but
right.
The way they won, that was the real message.
Oh, it was way more than comfortable. Winning with 60 balls to spare. 60.
And that's not just a big win. That is officially the biggest victory margin by balls remaining in the entire history of IPL playoffs.
Wow. I didn't realize it was the record.
Yep. Beat KKR's record from 2024, which was 57 balls remaining. So this wasn't just RCB winning. This was them making a massive statement. Utter dominance.
It really does underline how clinical, how complete that performance was from start to finish.
So when you boil it down, who are the absolute standout performers?
Well, player of the match had to be Suyash Sharma, surely. His 3 for 17, especially getting Stoinis with that googly. That spell just broke the game open.
Agreed. He bowled with great control, attacked the stumps, and his variations were just too good.
Then Phil Salt, obviously. That explosive 56 off 27, match-winning knock, set the tone, no nerves whatsoever in the chase.
His aggression was key. And you can't forget Hazelwood.
No way. Coming back from injury, getting 3 for 21, ripping out Inglis and Iyer early on. That set everything up. Huge impact.
And maybe a quick mention for Marcus Stoinis again. His 26 is pretty much the only resistance PBKS offered with the bat. The small positive on a very tough night for them.
Yeah, true. You know, digging into this match, it feels really significant beyond just the result. It feels like it represents something different for RCB this season. This performance, this ruthlessness, it feels like a transformation compared to RCB teams of the past.
I think that's fair. We all know their history, right? Made the final 3 times, 09, 11, 16, but never quite got over the line. This team feels more balanced, maybe more resilient.
And you have to wonder about the leadership and coaching impact there. Patidar seems like a calm captain, doesn't he? And Andy Flower's influence, especially in strengthening that bowling attack, which used to be their Achilles heel, that seems evident.
Definitely. And look at their run into the playoffs. They finished the league stage strong, won 7 away games, which is impressive. And remember that crazy 228-run chase against Lucknow?
Yeah. Thrilling game.
It feels like this team is hitting its peak at exactly the right time, building momentum beautifully.
Now, for PBKS, look, it was a hammering. No two ways about it. But the playoff format gives them that lifeline.
Second chance, yep. They're not out. They go into Qualifier 2. They'll play whoever wins the eliminator between Gujarat Titans and Mumbai Indians.
Right. Shreyas Iyer was trying to frame it like that, wasn't he? Lost the battle, but the war isn't over yet. They have to regroup.
It's a tough mental reset, but that's what playoffs demand. And, this match, it really highlights some key things about T20 cricket, maybe even beyond.
Like what?
Well, strategy first. That toss decision by Patidar, backing his bowlers to use the pitch, then the execution from the bowlers, discipline under pressure, bowlers hitting their marks, batsmen showing clear intent in the chase.
And just seizing those key moments. Hazelwood's wickets, Suyash's spell, Salt's assault.
Exactly. And it really drives home how vital a balanced team is. It's not just about flashy batting. You need a versatile, potent bowling attack that can adapt and exploit conditions.
That Mullanpur pitch certainly played his part too, offering that help for disciplined bowling.
For sure. So, wrapping it up, RCB just completely dominated PBKS. Record-breaking win. Showcase their much-improved bowling and explosive batting, led by Salt's fireworks.
And this win sends them straight to the final. They're off to Ahmedabad, June 3rd. That IPL trophy they've craved for so long is now just one win away.
And keep an eye on Kohli in the final, too. He needs one more 50 to equal David Warner's record for most in a single IPL season. Imagine doing that in the final.
That'd be something. Meanwhile, PBKS, they've got a massive job on their hands. Quick turnaround, have to flush this defeat and get ready for Qualifier 2 on June 1st.
Huge mental test for them.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Can a team truly change its destiny? Can strategic shifts, better coaching, building that collective discipline, can it actually overcome years of history and past heartbreaks? What does it genuinely take to build a unit that performs like that when everything is on the line, when the pressure is immense, and maybe history suggests they shouldn't? It's about cricket, sure, but maybe it tells us something more fundamental too.